How's it going?
That's the best part, ain't it? Getting the damn thing in the water.
Yeah, I know. How you been?
I bought one of those roof racks for mine.
Yeah.
And I got a Jeep. And it's like, I didn't think about how hard it's going to be to lift that thing all the way onto the roof.
This one's got some weight to it. The one Wendy's borrowed for Bobby doesn't weigh as much. It's easy to pick up, but this thing, it's like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yep. I like the, you got that little cup holder there for your water on yours.
Yeah, you definitely need a crank on that.
I keep mine sitting on my feet here.
I've got one there, but it's like, not a lot of room.
Yeah.
Because of the gut. Well, here she goes. That's the last we'll see of her. She'll be all the way over on the other side of the lake by the time we get around.
Muggy out here today.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to stay overcast.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
That's fine with me. With this ruddy Irish complexion, I'm better off.
Which way are we going? We went that way last time. Any luck this morning? Yeah. Which way are we going?
To the left.
Oh man, it's warm out here. You doing alright in that one?
Uh-huh.
How's with the gloves?
Nice.
Look at all the birds over there. To your left. On the shore.
Oh,
On the shoreline. To your left.
Smile. Oh.
You see them?
I do. Wow.
Out over that way.
Gosh. Yeah, they're not like even ducks or anything.
Oh no, they're vultures. There's a little boat ramp right there. look, there's a rental place over there too.
I wonder if that's the Oar House. Where they just rent, kayaks and canoes.
Right. Get them to fly away. You know I'm going to get attacked. And they're not moving. They're not moving. Yeah, I know.
Oh, James,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
a good size for you. Whoa.
It's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, you want to go in? Yeah, you need something a little bigger.
That 10'7" sounds good.
I'm not sure what size this one is.
I think it says 9.5.
On this one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I want the 10'7".
Yeah.
I would like a 9.5 or a 9. But I think I could do 10 as long as it's stable.
Yeah, that extra half foot ain't really make that much difference. I think the width is what you're
Yeah.
looking
Yep.
for stability
I
wise.
wonder what the width is on this piece, you know?
That wide?
Huh?
That wide?
About as wide as my ass. You act like having a fat ass is a bad thing. No, I wish I had a little extra on there. My ass was sore from all that battle around. I was going to bring a little cushion and sneak it in there. No need.
You guys go to breakfast?
Yeah. James and I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, they took forever to get our breakfast.
They did take forever to get the hearty breakfast. I skipped the pancakes.
Yeah, I didn't think pancakes
Yeah,
would be
might,
good.
not with this thing, but
No,
No.
they're very heavy.
Yeah.
yeah, I figured that way I could sleep in a little bit.
This is going to get a bit of a wake here.
Oh, yeah.
Turn
We're
into it.
close.
Turn into it. You might want to turn into that.
Yeah, try to go back to sleep. I just don't sleep good. This guy's making some moves. Oh, yeah.
Turn into it, Wendy.
Yeah, you want to turn into this one.
Okay, now I see why you should turn into it.
There's another one up on 216.
Exactly, even when you're in a boat and a big wave comes by, a wake like that, you want to turn into him. You don't want him hitting sideways. He's even the boat can flip.
They put a
Do you think that kayaking in the bay at Ocean City would be rough?
You don't want in the bay?
Yeah.
No, you can do it in the bay. You don't want to be out in the ocean.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to be the guy that had to climb up there.
Yeah, we're going
Now
there.
just keep in mind there's a current.
You know?
So when you get into it, make sure to find out which way the current's going and start paddling against it. So when you get tired, you can paddle towards it, because trust me, you can be paddling your ass off and you're going backwards if the current's strong enough.
Yeah. Well, did I tell you that we're going to Bike Week, even though Bike Week is canceled, thank goodness.
Yeah, you are going down?
Yeah, I tried to cancel the condo, and we couldn't.
Oh, geez.
I know, and I even
Really?
got the insurance, just in case we had to
With everything
cancel.
going on, they won't let you cancel it.
Nope.
Idiots.
No.
Yeah. When do you go down?
We're going September 14th.
Okay.
We're going to go from Tuesday to Monday.
Okay.
So I figured we'll just hang out, because we got the condo is beautiful.
Right.
And it's
Just you two?
oceanfront.
But anyway,
Just you two?
video.
Yeah.
The Hudson, actually.
Yeah, Mark and Barbara are going to go down like Friday night to Monday morning.
That's
So
a
they come-
liberty.
right.
And people were like criticizing her because it's so
We'll
polluted.
just, take our bicycles
Yeah,
with us,
probably run,
you
she'll run into
do
a
stuff
needle or
away
something.
from
She's like, well, I did swallow some of that water. She said, well, I got a doctor's report.
It's not like I can go to the bar. Well, not like I want to go to the bar anyway.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Yeah, you make an appointment with the morgue.
I met with my buddy Greg from Bel Air last weekend. There's a farm, one of those farm breweries that opened up about a month ago, called Hopkins Farm Brewery, just outside of Happy Grace.
There's a lot of them in the
And
inner
he and I
harbor
got there
as
at
well.
noon when they opened up on Saturday. And, hardly anybody there when we first got there, but nice setup. Big inside, nice bathrooms, only a couple tables inside. The lines to get your beers have, stuff on the floor to where to space out. And then you go outside and sit on a picnic table. All the picnic tables are probably 10 feet apart. And then they have a food truck there that was there. And while we were there, our brick oven pizza guy pulled up. Pickup truck with a flatbed with the brick oven sitting on the back of the flatbed. Pulled it up, fired up, put a sign out. And Greg says, yeah, when he shows up, man, they just sell a ton of stuff. But it was nice. Beers were good and cold, and nice atmosphere just being outside.
Yeah.
So we got there and stayed for a couple hours, had a couple beers, and I headed home. It was about an hour drive, but just nice to get out.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Inverness, whatever that
Actually, he was telling me about that, and he wants to go there.
That is so nice.
Yeah, he said next time he and I meet up, that's where we're going to go.
Yeah.
Because that's not far from me, from us.
No, it's in Moncton.
Right, correct. Over by what was it? What's the big popular bar over there? Shoot, there's a real popular bar right not that far from there, but that's what he said. He's been there and he said it was great. And again, that's 30 minutes from us, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Probably 40 minutes.
Yeah,
30
we've been
minutes.
there a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's really nice. They have a lot of open area.
Right.
And we'll take our camp chairs.
Right.
And just sit out.
Oh, at this place, we sat at a picnic table. People were bringing canopies because it's an open farm.
Wow.
Setting up canopies and chairs, and just the families would be around the canopy. I do have the camera on. Unfortunately, right now the whole video is the back of James's head. we need to get in front to get a little different view.
Why? That's a damn nice view if you ask me. The exit screen, you can show a picture on the back of it. There you go.
Everybody pull up. We got a little move. We have, get a projector, all the kayaks behind it with the screen on it.
All right, Jimbo, I'll be there someday. Probably sooner than I expect.
We're going to get another weight. Get ready to turn into that one.
See if I can keep up with this guy in the...
Bobby and I on the jet ski.
Uh-huh.
That I forgot, that wasn't this camera.
Oh.
They had a GoPro that you could rent and they would put on the front so you could video your thing. And that was waterproof, this one's not.
Oh.
I was worried on that last week, the front of this thing dipped down. I'm like, oh, don't have the water come over top of that.
Well, there's a lot more people here today.
So that laid out flat. It really didn't do much compared to that last week.
Everybody's probably back. After living here for 20 years,
Why people want to get into
You go to Cascade Lake.
Well,
driving over that bridge.
I think that was clean. It's a lake. You know. And actually, compared to the ocean, this is probably cleaner. Because you don't have all the stuff getting thrown.
I'm just as guilty.
You know. You're still getting the stuff from the gas and the motors and all, but it's still, it's a lake. You know.
Yeah, I know if Kelly's out here, then Barbara will get out here.
Oh, we're in shallow water.
Really?
Yeah, look down, you can see the grass. I'm looking, I'm like, oh man.
It's a little shallow here.
Yeah, it is. Where'd you guys go when you came out Wednesday?
After all the water
Which way did you paddle?
Well, we started,
yeah, I can tell the
since we all
difference when you
had,
get into that deep
our
water.
own kayak.
Really.
We
It's
started
tougher to paddle,
down that way.
Okay. Oh, who all came out on Wednesday?
The three of us.
Oh, he came on Wednesday too?
Yeah.
Okay.
The wall's like way over top.
Yeah, that was interesting getting all three of the kayaks in the back of his truck.
Oh, really? Why?
Yeah. Well, it took up all
There's no way
Yeah, it
to
does.
go
and
over
his
there.
is 11.5 foot.
Right,
Starts to flood, but then they
These two would fit in there.
right,
Yeah, that's right. We could, they sat out.
right.
But then when we did put the three in there, it was nice because it made it nice and
Snug in there and strap
snug.
them in.
Yeah.
And they have people go over that damn thing.
And of course, the whole time we're driving, I'm sitting in the back seat watching them to make sure they're okay.
Trust me, when these things are strapped to the roof, I've got the sunroof, I can look up and see them there, and I'm just waiting to see them disappear.
Yeah.
But they're not, it's not going to go anywhere.
He had like a bass boat or something, and he had his, it was just him and he had 2 kids in there. And he just came up and just cruised right off the end of it.
Nice breeze.
Down the dam. And the little girl drowned him. And him and his little boy survived. And they,
Oh, Judy said tell you she said hi.
How they doing?
Good.
I guess they got signs like everywhere saying, don't keep close to the dam.
And Chris's bosses, you know, the ones that own the company,
You have no choice.
they both got
Yeah, your
COVID.
parents were born stupid.
Where, oh, what company?
Depends on that idiot.
Oh, that's right, she works for, she's private, at a private, that's right, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, Chris was freaking out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I can't believe they didn't close the school for 2 weeks. You would think that would be...
Yeah, especially if they were in it,
Yeah.
if they were in the building.
This is what the Indians used to do.
What's that?
This is how they travel. I think they're on to something.
You know, on a nice day, but when it's pouring down rain and the wind blowing, you'd be happy you got that car.
Yeah, that might be a different story. I'm not going to sell my SUV today.
And when this freezes over, we just put some blades on it and a wind sail.
They do make kayaks with a motor on the back.
Yeah. I was, when I was up in,
Defeats the whole purpose.
when I was up a number of years ago, when Mark was around, did one of my salmon trips up to upstate New York. And we're salmon fishing. We're in a harbor right off of one of the great, I forgot what lake we were off of. And the water, the salmon would come from the lake into this little harbor, then into the river, so it was a bottleneck. So the salmon, and they're constantly jumping around. Unfortunately, because they're coming in to spawn, their digestive system's already started to deteriorate, so they're not really hungry. So you have a fish finder and there's fish jumping all over the place, but it takes a while before one bites. But one hooks up, it's the most powerful fish I've ever hooked up on. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
It's a good fight. Huh?
Where did you go?
We were in Olcott, New York.
We went up one time, but we went, I can't remember the name of the town. It was close to,
We weren't that far from Buffalo, is where we were.
oh no, we were near, we were almost in Ontario.
Okay.
We went drift fishing.
Okay.
We had a drift boat to take you up on top of the river,
Right.
drift down.
Yeah, we all had, 6 of us went up, so we had 3 John boats, so 2 to a boat, we'd go out and just, but I'll tell you, I only hooked up on one when I was there. When that thing hooked up, I thought I left my bail open because it was just heading out. It was so quick, and rod's bent
What was
over.
it, king salmon?
I'm not sure it was king salmon or what, but I tell you, when I did get it in, when I got and I wish I had the picture because this is obviously way before digital.
Oh, they're huge.
I'm holding it by the gills here, right, and it's up around here. It hits the ground and goes probably about a foot onto the ground from the length of that thing.
Really?
And powerful. Oh my God, are they powerful? But we're fishing in this.
They swim upstream, so I guess they are powerful.
Yes, they are. Very powerful.
Did you guys have a guide? Did you go out with a guide, or did you just go up?
No, we went up. There was a buddy of mine that knew some people up that way, so we knew when to go up. You go up around Columbus Day, and the thing is, it's a hit and miss. The run happens and it's over, and you get the phone call. You got to be ready to get in your car and go. So the second year we went up, we got up there, and of course we're getting our license. I asked the guy, "How's the fishing?" He goes, and his comment was, "It's been good." I should have known right there it wasn't going to be any good because it'd been good. It wasn't anymore. And there was nothing out there that second time we went up. Huh?
How long did they spawn for? Just like a
Well, they come through that river, and it happens for about maybe a 1 to 2 week period, and it's over. But we're in this harbor, and at one point I was with Howdy, and I made a comment. I said, "Man, we should take the boat out into the lake." So they got the big breaker walls. There's all these people on the breaker walls with lines in the water, and we started heading out. And we're about halfway up the distance of the breaker wall, and the swell's coming in because in the harbor it's flat, but it's calming down as it's coming as we're getting a little bit out. Next thing I know, we come up. We're in a 10-foot, 12-foot John boat, little 8 horsepower motor. Goes up like this, drops down. You see concrete wall on the sides, a wall of water in front of you, and a wall because we're at the bottom of the swell. And then the boat's coming up, and he's just revving that engine. He makes a U-turn, and we're trying to get up the wall of water. We got back out. We get back in.
My brothers were all heavy, big
Right.
guys, and he had a John boat, and it was a good size one. I don't know, maybe like a 12, 14 foot. But we got in there and it almost sank. As soon as we got in, we were like, I don't think we're all 3 going to be able to go on this boat.
No, two works, not 3.
Yeah.
Were you doing circles around us?
Yeah, something about it.
But when we were out there was one day. Now, one day it did calm down and we paddled out. But there was one day we're there and there was a guy in a canoe, had a motor on the back, had a couple of rods down the side holders, built one of the thing, and here he's in this little tiny canoe and he's heading out into the lake. I was like, "Man, you're out of your mind."
What's the name of that boat?
I'm trying to think. What lake does Niagara Falls feed?
Oh,
Is it Ontario?
I think, well, Canada's on the other side.
I know that.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, because you have Lake Erie is what feeds whatever this lake is. Because Lake Erie is the one side where the falls is, and whatever lake the falls feeds, that one. But I don't remember which one it is. But yeah, Olcott, New York. It's going to happen. The run usually happens around Columbus Day. And there's nothing in Olcott. It's a little tiny motel we stayed in that was right there.
That's the way we.
It's the thing, and there was. And we'd get on the water at 5 a.m. You'd fish till about 10 a.m. Get off the water. You basically sat around, did nothing. And at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you get back on the water. You fish till 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? When I used to have a boat.
Was there drinking involved?
What do you think?
Well, then you weren't doing nothing.
Well, true. Was there? Have you ever gone fishing and not had a beer?
No. I don't think I've ever been on a boat, except for this one, without a beer.
I will say, as I got older, I stopped drinking when I was out fishing. But I would,
Yeah,
I'd have
stop
some.
when you get older.
Yeah, I'd have some. I'd have them with me. So for the ride back into the dock, then I'd crack a beer. Because before, you know, we'd be out there. We'd head out at 6 o'clock in the morning out of Chesapeake Beach, and everybody'd show up, and you know, everybody shows up, you know, at 5:30 in the morning drinking coffee, and I'm drinking a beer already.
I think I'm going to try fishing out of this kayak. I got rod holders in the,
Oh yeah.
in the back.
I tried that once in this over at Lake Redmond.
Too awkward.
What's that?
Was it okay? Wasn't awkward at all?
It was very awkward. I don't like sitting down casting. Plus, of course, what happens? I get hung up in a tree. You know, it's funny. You're on the shoreline. You cast out. You get in the boat. You want to cast to the shoreline. I got caught up in a tree, and you know, when you're standing on the ground and you pull your line to snap the line, you can do that.
Yeah.
But when you're in a kayak and you go like this, it just pulls you right into the tree. So I'm quick pulling out my cutters and cutting the line.
Yourself, bring a knife.
Yes.
Or a pair of
Well, I
scissors
always
and
have that. So I cut the line, and then I was very unstable. I'm like, nah,
Yeah, I wondered about that, but I know like their uncle Timmy.
right.
They live down in you probably met Timmy, but Cecil
Yeah.
County, and they go. He goes fishing all the time in a kayak.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he's like holding a striper, like
Jeez.
like huge striper.
Yep. I mean, if I was used to it, and I had only had my kayak for a short period of time when I did that, so I'm probably a little more stable now than I was.
Watch the rental, buddy.
Oh, I thought that's what you named your boat. That was weird. A name for your boat. You named your boat Rental?
From his man-board days. Jimmy the rental. Jimmy the man-board.
There's another rental place over there. Well, it's a huge lake.
That's right. You never accepted money in exchange, right?
Oh, that's true.
That's a vicious rumor.
Usually paying out. I'm talking movies.
I was
and
wondering how
dinner,
you
know.
supplemented.
I'm not talking anything else.
I was wondering how you supplemented your lifestyle.
Not the way you're thinking.
What'd you say?
He called me a man whore.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Well, because he named his boat Rental. He's renting himself out.
Damn.
That's all right.
Damn, you're lucky, man. I can't even give that shit away.
We're all in the same boat, whether it says rental or not.
It's a,
Damn.
Yeah, you look like a good, experienced
Don't mean
kayaker in
anything
that
by
boat,
it.
you know? You look like you've seen it, you've seen it all.
I feel like it.
boat's
I'll
been-
tell you what,
yeah,
I
boat-
was tired after we did this the other day. I was beat, man.
Yep.
Of course, Wendy was like a ball of fire. She took off and left us in the dust,
And then I came back and met up with
and then she turned back. Yeah, she turned back around and met up with us. I was tired just from trying to keep up with Wendy.
Well, the thing is, when you're out here, you don't have to paddle hard and don't dig deep. Just take your time and you'll move.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
You know,
We're all the way across.
yeah, that's
the
more
lake.
my. That's
I
more
barely
my kind of
paddled at
kayaking.
all.
it's because we're drifting. The winds are blowing us.
Yeah.
We're screwed on the way back, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Hopefully the winds will change.
I should have bought a tow rope with me. I'd have paid guy $10 to tow me back to the docks.
Maybe
Yeah,
you could go over
I'll
there
do
and
it
get
for $10.
tangled up into their trolling lines, and he'll tow you back. Just take me back to the marina.
That's it.
When you bought those stickers, did they tell you had to stick it in a particular spot?
No, I was looking at things just to have one where they're visual, because this way I can use any boat ramp at any of the parks in Pennsylvania. Now, if I pull up to like just the shoreline in the woods and I drop in, you don't need a sticker.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
But this way, and they weren't expensive, and they were for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So I got this one and that one done. They might have been like $20 a piece. So again,
I
20
went
bucks
over
for
to
2
get
years.
'em, and they wanted me to have a serial number off the boat. And I
Oh,
was
mine
like,
did too, but mine doesn't have a serial number, and I just put in no serial number, and it was fine.
It has the.
Oh, then his doesn't. One of them doesn't have one. His may not have a serial number.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you,
And we're-
Oh, his
you
might
just
not
made
need
up a
one.
number?
No, I just left it. I said because I'm like, what do I do if you read it? It says if there's no serial number, leave blank. So it wasn't a mandatory field.
Oh, she should.
Oh, you should have done that.
I did it online.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Went online, did it online, played with credit card, and they showed up in the mail.
Oh, wow,
The young girl was
Yeah.
like, you gotta have a serial number for that.
No, you don't.
There were people walking in there and they said, oh, you already paid for this online.
Oh, yes, but you can't pay for that online. You can pay for the other ones. I tried.
What's the other one?
Like the pontoon boats. And then
Oh,
you
the
can
pontoon
pay-
boats,
but
yeah.
they don't let you pay for these online. I don't know why. Well, not, you know.
First come, first serve on the kayaks.
Pretty much.
I don't
Yeah.
think they've ever run out of them, though, 'cause they have a lot.
Yeah, they do have a lot.
At least...
You got a weight coming in on you.
Cool. Yeah, I got a big station there and I don't have problems with waves. Like we're headed for the bridge.
That's a long ways away.
Yeah, it is.
And I know where that is, so I'll just pull up and sit on the side of the road if you guys can come by and pick me up. I'd appreciate it.
They got me the other day. They were like, let's go down to the dam. And I thought, oh, it'll take 20 minutes to get down there. About a half an hour later, Jimmy's like, takes about an hour to get to that dam.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, man. He was about right. It took us an hour to get down, and that was windy and tailwind.
You know where Lake Redmond is?
Yeah.
That is a great lake to go kayaking in. It's not big, it's small, with no gas motors, and it's quiet. Redmond's got 83 going over it, but Lake Williams has nothing. And I go out there in the morning and it's just peaceful.
That's the one. I've never been on that lake.
Which one, Williams or Redmond?
Either one.
Okay.
But we went over there and went hiking.
Right.
And there's a little park there. That we
Yep.
found. It's a nice park.
Yeah.
And we went hiking. There's trails. I think the big trail's like something like 8 miles or something.
Yeah.
You go all the way around both lakes.
Yep.
But yeah, that's really nice, man.
Yep.
Really need to go back.
Williams was shut down for 2 years because they had to rebuild the dam, so they actually drained the entire lake.
No shit.
Rebuilt the dam, and it just opened up a couple of months ago, and I got out and I couldn't wait because, again, Redmond's nice. Redmond also has a strong current on it, so if you come out of the marina, I always go to the right because the dam's to the left, and I paddled to the dam before, and it's a long paddle back fighting that current. So I'll go out, make a right, and then you can go underneath of 83 and kind of go over to that other part of the lake, and then when you come back, it's an easy paddle. But again, you got 83, so all the trucks and all that noise.
You get on at the marina, and then you head
To the right. When you come out of the marina, turn right.
Okay.
And that, because 83 runs along the side of the lake if you go straight or to the left. If you go to the right, 83 crosses the lake. And you can actually go under 83.
Okay.
But you're going against current.
We got on at that little park. We just stumbled upon that little park and went hiking one day. But it
Was there a boat ramp there?
I didn't see one, but there could have been.
Okay. Because there's a couple different places where you can go in there, a little park to walk around.
Okay. Yeah, there's a couple ramps around here, but some of them are kind of sketchy. I don't think they're actually ramps. I think it's where maybe they excavated or
Why?
well, this used to be a little like town here.
Really?
It wasn't
Years
much
ago?
of a town.
Right,
And they flooded it. And
Right.
They built the dam.
right.
This was Marburg,
Okay,
so they named the lake after it. And supposedly there was houses and everything here
right,
when they flooded it.
right.
So
Well, Liberty Reservoir was that way too. If you go down Route 140, where it crosses Liberty Reservoir, that used to be a whole development many, many, many years ago.
oh yeah.
And actually, at one point, if you're coming out of Reisterstown in towards Westminster, as you're coming up to the river, the bridge to go over on 140, if you look to your right, if the water level's low, you can actually see the road where it goes right in
Yeah.
and it disappears. And that's not a boat ramp; that was the road.
Yeah, that's what this is. Because one time we were in a drought and the lake got really low,
Yep.
and you could see the roads where the
Right,
roads
went in.
into
Yep.
the lake.
Yep.
Barbara's like, "Oh, I'd like to see the houses." I was like, "Honey, I think those probably fell down 50 years ago, you know.
A number of years ago, a handful of years ago, they were working on a pumping station at Lake Redmond, and they lowered it. And see how you have the shoreline here?
Yeah.
Add another 10 feet to that.
Yeah.
And that was all the way around Lake Redmond. And Lake Redmond, normally when it's full, you can't walk around it at all. And that was neat because there's one area where you could actually see a couple of little foundations.
Well, this lake is actually a little low right now because
It is, because
normally you wouldn't be able to,
right.
to stand out there. It would be all the way up to that tree line.
I think last time I was here 2 weeks ago, it wasn't that low.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain.
Yep.
You know,
It gets pretty low sometimes. I mean, we had a guy when he wanted to go fishing. Well, in order to get down to fish from the shore, you had to trudge through all this mud.
Oh, that's not fun.
And he was an older guy, and he got stuck.
Yeah.
He had waders on.
Oh,
He went
geez.
down and got stuck in the mud. And they had to call the EMTs or whatever to come
I
get him.
take
Fire department.
my grandson Bobby out on Lake Redmond or Williams. I said, if we ever, we're ever paddling along near the shoreline, and you bottom out, do not get out, because you're going to be stuck. You got to just shake it, wheel, and paddle backwards to get off whatever you're stuck on. Yeah, don't get aground. Yep.
Yeah, I wondered about it.
You don't want to get out. The problem is your feet goes in, you get an ankle deep, then that suction builds up, and you ain't getting out.
We had a guy over here accidentally backing his boat in, and I don't know what happened. And he somehow or another, I think he started spinning his wheels on the boat ramp or something, pick up,
Right?
and he wound up in the lake.
The truck?
Yeah, he was only about waist deep
Right.
in, but he couldn't get out of they had to get him out of the truck, going back in.
In other words, he had the wrong pickup truck pulling the boat even.
Yeah, it was probably like a two-wheel drive, and then, they ain't no weight in the back.
Nope. Nope.
My nephew, he had a boat, and he had a Jeep, like an old CJ or something.
Right.
And he got to spinning on the boat ramp like that, and broke a U-joint.
Oh, man.
And but luckily it was I think it was the back one, and he was able to drive home and.
The front.
Yeah, it was the front. We put in four-wheel drive and
Right.
go home like that.
I don't know if that'll work.
So that's got to be a scary feeling.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So you want to paddle across the lake to the other side?
over there.
Yeah, since that's the side we're on anyhow, so. Is it a race?
Somebody wants to race. I know
It is
him
the
does.
Twindies involved.
Where are we heading
If I break
to?
the paddle, then I owe him $45.
That building right there.
How about towards that tent? It's a little bit closer to where we're headed.
Okay.
Wendy's got that nice paddle. It's got that little curve on it.
Oh, there's no curve?
Huh?
There's
No,
no
look,
curve?
it's straight.
Oh.
I got a boat shooting across here. towards that picnic table?
Oh, yeah.
That way we're away from them. I think I'm going to come in straight so I can beach myself and get out, stretch my legs.
Oh, you're right behind us.
Oh, yeah?
Stretch my legs.
What's that?
Stretch my legs a little.
Should have brought a lunch.
Huh?
Sitting on the bench.
You want me to pull the bird up? You want me to pull you up some?
I do have a place.
You want me to pull it up some? Huh?
I'm good.
You want me to pull you up or are you staying?
I'm good. I'm thinking this is probably more comfortable than that bench anyway. Yeah, we should have bought lunch, man. That would have been